Mr. Donald Trump is accused of 3 charges of either-or fallacy. The defendant, Mr. Trump, you may take your seat.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The prosecutor, Mr. John Oliver, you may take your seat.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Trump, you have been arrested by the public speaking police and accused of 3 charges of either-or fallacy. We have clear evidence of your crime, which has been recorded and broadcasted on the national TV. How would you refer to this?
Nobody wants to say this, and nobody wants to shut down religious institutions or anything, but, you know, you understand it. A lot of people understand it. We're going to have no choice. There's absolutely no choice. Some really bad things are happening, and they're happening fast. I think they're happening a lot faster than anybody understands, too. Certainly a lot faster than our president understands, because he doesn't understand anything. He doesn't get it. Refuses to even call it by its correct name.
So you are claiming there are no options in between that we can do?
Your Honor, this is definitely true. You know that people love me, Your Honor. So when I ask people about this, they tell me, "You're absolutely right, Mr. Trump." Okay, so you want to talk about ISIS? We'll talk about ISIS. As you can see, we only have 2 choices in America. We can either bomb ISIS and fight back, or it's going to be the end of the world. Do you know what happens if we don't attack ISIS? They will start taking over all the countries, and there will be World War III, and it will be the end of humanity as we know it.
Mr. Trump, here comes another fallacy from you. You have just committed a slippery slope fallacy, making such claims without logical connection and supporting evidence. Moving on to the next charge. Mr. Trump, you have been found guilty of 5 charges of making false calls.
Yes, Your Honor. I pointed out how on national television, how Donald Trump here assumes that rich people do not lie. There is no logical connection and no logical cause and effect whatsoever. This video clip here is evident what he is saying about rich people like him do not lie. Does not make any sense at all.
He is truly independent and not beholden to anyone. Or as he puts it...
I'm self-funding my campaign. I tell the truth.
How much have you spent so far?
Probably $25 million.
OK, let's break that down. First, I'm rich, therefore I tell the truth. Has the same internal logic as I'm a vegan, therefore I know karate. There is no cause and effect between those two, and the correlation usually goes the other way. And while it is true that he hasn't taken corporate money, the implication that he has personally spent $20 to $25 million is a bit of a stretch, because what he's actually done is loaned his own campaign $17.5 million and has just personally given just $250,000. And that's important, because up until the convention, he can pay himself back for the loan with campaign funds. And if you don't think there's a significant difference between a gift and a loan, try giving your spouse an anniversary loan and see how that goes.
Yes, Mr. Trump, in response to this, do you actually believe that rich people do not tell lies?
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. First of all, let me say this. Do not listen to John Oliver. Do not listen to this man. He is ignorant and he is stupid. Therefore, this argument will never make sense. I will sue you, John Oliver, and I will sue everyone who dares to challenge me. Everyone knows that rich people don't lie. We have no reason to lie. We are rich.
Your Honor, I think that Donald Trump here just engaged in ad hominem by making a personal attack on me, calling me ignorant and stupid, rather than against my arguments.
Your Honor, do not listen to him. He is stupid. If you listen to him, you are stupid too.
Mr. Trump, that is enough. I find you guilty of 5 charges of making false calls. I also find you guilty of ad hominem, to by words which insulted Mr. Oliver. Hereby, I will sentence you to 5 years of public speaking therapy. Let us move on to the next charge. Mr. Trump, You have been found guilty of 3 charges of ad hominem. Here is the evidence.
Just look how he went after Marco Rubio on Friday.
Did you ever see a guy sweat like this? It's Rubio! That's what it...
That's objectively funny.
Okay, Mr. Trump. How would you refer to this charge?
Your Honor, I have no idea what this man is talking about. In fact, he should be standing in my place. Look at this video.
Claim that he is tough. Well, again, I'm not sure about that. Because for a tough guy, he has incredibly thin skin. Back in 1988, Spy magazine called him a short-fingered vulgarian. And ever since, the editor Graydon Carter says he receives envelopes from Trump, always with a photo on which he circled his hand to highlight the length of his fingers. Usually with a note reading, "See, not so short."
Did you see that? This man, John Oliver, has committed the fallacy of hasty generalization. Therefore, he should be the one that should be accused and then sentenced, not me. Certainly not me. Also, did you see how John Oliver attacked me in his talk show? Just look at this video.
And I'm not even sure he knows he's lying. I think he just doesn't care about what the truth is. Donald Trump views the truth like this lemur views the Supreme Court vacancy. I don't care about that in any way. Please f*** off, I have a banana.
Did you see that? Did you see that? He compared me to a lemur and said that I do not care about what the truth is on our nation's issues. Did you see that? Huh?
Your Honor, I believe that Donald Trump's defense is actually in itself another crime. He has just used a red herring fallacy of why he should not be sentenced. I propose that he should be sentenced both for ad hominem and red herring fallacies.
I agree that Mr. Trump is guilty of both of these charges. Therefore, I'll hereby add an additional 3 years to his previous sentence, extending it to 8 years of public speaking therapy. Mr. Trump, if you are convinced that Mr. Oliver committed the crime of hasty generalization, you should file another lawsuit. I personally would advise you to do so, and the chances of winning are very high in this case. That is all. The case is adjourned. All rise.
I used to rule the world, seas would rise when I gave